Hi, I'm Jim Sacco, sports editor here at the News Virginia, and I'm the one who's not sitting on a phone book.
And I'm Rob Sisk, and yes, I'm sitting on a phone book.
And you're watching the Sports Desk, our weekly webcast of all things high school sports in Augusta County. Rob, as you can tell by the looks of this Sports Desk, it's only been a week since we've met, so it's not as dirty as we're used to it being, but you know what? I feel like giving it a clean anyway. So let's see what we got here. Rob, where does the Waynesboro boys basketball team go from here?
Right now it's focusing on the tournament. You've already lost the lead twice. It's time to just get over it, clinch that second seed, and try to get the Region 3 berth in the tournament.
Did losing Todd Phillips mean, was that as big as a loss to his team as it looks like it is? I mean, they've seen them come down maybe one or two notches. I mean, they're nowhere near where they were at 4 or 5 years ago, where they were just really bad. I mean, they're still improved. They're number 2 in the district, for crying out loud.
It's not just losing Todd Phillips, it's losing James Lucas and Andrew Ross. I mean, that chemistry that team had playing with them. And I think some of the younger kids haven't stepped up that weren't on that team last year. Last week we saw Clyde Thompson dump in double digits. We might be seeing some more from Sebastian Cease. You never know, but I think the chemistry hadn't quite got to what it was the year before. These guys just haven't been playing together quite as long. They've still been playing for a long time, but not the 10 years that last team had.
With these young guys on the team, I think one thing we got to ask ourselves is, with Nick Gore being a senior and Nick Gore being one of those kind of players you can build a team around, with this good core group of young guys, is there a big man that could step up and take Nick's place when he's gone next year?
I think there's Chet Berry. He's also played for the football team. He's kind of stepping up a little bit, but he's more of a guard-oriented. I don't see the big guy coming in I think they're going to be a very guard-oriented team in the next 2 or 3 years.
Should be interesting. Was this really a keep or throw away, or is this a... It was just a question.
Listen, we'll just file it away.
We'll file this in under something or other. Hey, what you got over there, man?
All right. It's Super Bowl week.
Yes.
Do you have a man crush on Tom Brady?
A little bit.
Why?
He's Tom Brady, man. Look at that. I think I read on The Onion where defenses try to really play great against him so they can impress him. Okay,
let's move on.
Get rid of that one. But I'm not sitting on a phone book.
Yeah, exactly.
I can. You can't.
I'm about to slide off.
Hey, it was a great start for Wilson's girls basketball team. What happened?
Shots stopped falling. That happened, and not to mention, I think maybe their chemistry isn't quite right. They really need to They really need to get over that and try to finish this district strong and go into the tournament strong.
Well, I think it's proven in the Shenandoah boys, which I believe we'll get to at some point here, and in the Shenandoah girls, it's really anybody's. And the one thing that I think Wilson is brought to the table this year is, after losing Byers, is a really good coach in Jackie Bryan, who coached Division III over Mary Baldwin, knows what she's doing, and really seems to, at times have this team clicking. At times, maybe the team's not clicking as much as you like it to be.
It might be just because she's first year. The girls haven't gotten used to her yet, but the team's very professional. They play a very good ball. They get their shots. They just haven't made any. I think that's really what hurts them. And maybe a little bit of defense problems, but I think all that will be worked in. Hopefully they'll get it straightened out for the tournament.
And Byers was a tough act to follow.
And yes, Byers is a very tough
coach.
And Jackie Bryan's not quite as loud as he was. I don't think anybody is, but
the loudest coach in Augusta County, hands down.
I digress.
Okay, so really another not keeper, throw it away. So we'll file this one under easy.
Excellent.
Or we'll put this in the Tom Brady file.
Yeah, we'll put that in the Tom Brady file.
And that goes right here.
All right. After last week, who's winning the Shenandoah District boys now?
I have no idea. I mean, first Riverheads goes out and beats Page to sit on top. Page goes to Buffalo Gap. Buffalo Gap beats Page, and then Riverheads Riverheads hosts Wilson Memorial, the long-forgotten team in this whole district race, and who's really has not played good basketball consistently all year. Wilson Memorial beats them, and now they're one game back, and it is just. I can't. I mean, who is going to win this thing?
You know who I think's going to win? J.I. Burton.
J.I. Burton, yeah, there we go. Let me tell you this much, though. With the Shenandoah District boys and the week that's or in the next 2 weeks that's coming up, I'm putting my basketball watching hat on. You got any dip?
No. Keep it or throw it away.
Well, that's really we'll put that one in the Tom Brady file.
All right.
It goes right over here. Oh, it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Hey, can the Waynesboro girls, I'm assuming basketball, seal the deal?
Of course, 4 games left in the district. They're on top right now. Nobody's been able to beat them in the district. They don't got to worry about Lee anymore.
Yeah,
Who can stop them?
Stewart's Draft really helped them out in that one.
Exactly. You got Stewart's Draft. They got Stewart's Draft and Fort Defiance and Rockbridge left. Stewart's Draft they play twice. It's theirs to lose right now. Don't be too focused on Turner Ashby, which they play again in a couple weeks. Let's just focus on the district.
I agree. I think that they got a good thing going over there, and I think you see the difference when the supporting cast steps up and scores around Devin Brown. You see a team that you're like, wow, maybe maybe we're going to see another run like we saw last year with the boys team. Maybe not as dominant as that boys team was last year, but there's definitely the hint of dominance that could be. But of course, they'll run into Turner Ashby again at some point.
Yeah, well, the thing they got to hope for is right now they do play Turner Ashby more with time. It does not matter. Forget about Turner Ashby.
Yes.
That's it.
Don't worry about the Knights until Region 3.
It's just for pride. You can, it might knock you down a peg. You never know. Anyway,
so
keep it or throw it
once
away.
again, this really isn't a keep or throw away. So we'll feed this one to Tom Brady again.
We're kind of going off our gimmick a little bit, aren't we?
Yeah, the world changes. Is this hat distracting?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'm trying not to look at it.
I'll take it off then.
Thank you. Riverhead's boys pre-district schedule hurts them in the end.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna throw that one away. For the Dalton, I don't think it does. They play killer. They're playing AA schools. They're playing Allegheny. They're playing Spotswood. And I think in the long run, that's definitely going to help, especially the week they got coming up, where they got to play Wilson and Gap again.
All right.
And is that it?
I think so.
I think the sports desk is clean. Thanks for joining us. See you next week. I'm Jim Sacco.
I'm Rob Sisk.
And I'm not sitting on a phone book. Have a good one.